What's good, YouTube? It's jazzlovesmma here, and I'm going to be talking about the recap of not UFC, of Dana White Contender Series Season 10, Week 2, Fazil versus Brazil. I think that's how their names are pronounced. Let's get into it. I'm too used to doing my YouTube recaps that now I gotta get used to saying these Dana White Contender Series ones for a little bit. I'm gonna do these a little differently. I start with the first fight of the night, then I'll end with the last. Roman Puga versus Tanner Tremblay. I had picked Tanner Tremblay, and I felt dumb immediately going into it because I don't watch tape. I just go purely based off the records. And Roman Puga's boxing looked so fast in the first round. He dropped him immediately, I think with a right hand. He was catching Tremblay with the right hand the entire fight, setting it up with the jab, ripping to the body. He looked fantastic in the round one, dropping him bad. Tremblay survives. He scrambles his way out. He's still winning. He fights old, man. He fights like old man, and it's like that's immediately what I don't know, the word would be, like, I guess, like, it turned me off, and I was like, this dude's gonna die. He looked like he's about to get chinned, but he looked good. Puga, I mean, looked good in the first round. Then in the last like 30 seconds, he gets rocked by Tremblay, who's like setting him good with low kicks early. And then he keeps catching Puga as he dips with the uppercut. I will say I have a huge critique with UFC fighters that just Tremblay specifically today was doing the Leon Edwards. Now, if you know what I mean when Leon fought Bilal, he like Philly shelled, but like not really. He's gonna put this weird triangular high guard, and it leaves you so open for, especially if you're just like this and you're not. Maybe it wasn't like that. Maybe it was something close like this. But one of the two, it just left him so open to get caught by the right hand. So it probably was like this because Puka was orthodox. So him going like this does nothing because he's still getting tagged by 1-2s. Um, and yeah, it just left him open. But in the last 30 seconds, he's able to rock him. Puka wins the first round clearly, dropped him, nearly finished him, kept just outboxed him the entire round as well, even until other than the last 30 seconds. Round two was super hard and hyper competitive. Puka clearly won it though. He was stinging Tremblay over and over again with the right hands. Tremblay couldn't get his takedowns. He kept getting them stuff in. Puga, when they would enter the clinch, would rip a big knee or rip beautiful body work. I just love body work in the clinch. I think it's very underutilized. When they would break, he landed a big elbow that like stung Tremblay. And Tremblay was just he was Edson Barboza out there. He was hobbling. But he stayed in it. I think he rocked or stung Puga again at the end of the round. And that's kind of where Tremblay was having his success. It was like either in the middle or the end of the round when Puga, it felt like Puga was taken away, and then bang, he was just right in there. He kept catching with the uppercuts or the shifting uppercuts, one of the two. Even the right hand, he would step in with the right hand, throw the 1-1-2, and land. He just kind of has T-Rex arms, and that was him. Puga was just longer, faster, and Tremblay just was a dog. He had a great chin. Round three, it feels like Tanner Tremblay's probably down 2 rounds. And he goes out there. They're scrapping, but Tremblay's putting on the pressure. His face is all busted up. His nose is bloody. He keeps getting stung over and over again in these first 2 rounds. And then boom, he stings Puga badly, I think with like a big right hand. Because Puga was also doing the weird Philly show. And then he kept getting caught. Or I think he was trying to chill up, and Puga or Tremblay just landed on him. And then he shoots. He has him literally like his knees buckle for a second. Like, he didn't go to the ground, but he's like clearly like he almost like Golden Freddy's. And he gets backed up to the fence. Tremblay shoots and looks for the back. He does get him down. He does like a pentoja. I don't know what it's called. I saw a Jack Slack video about it. And it's called like, I think, crab guard. And like he just brings him back. He's hooking, looking for chokes. Doesn't get it. He ends up falling off. And Puga gets on top, lands like a couple shots on top, like 4, gets back up, and then they're just scrapping for the rest of the round till the end, where Tremblay's still pushing forward. I don't know how he kept getting stung in this round as well by the big right hands, and then he kept getting chewed by the bodywork, but it didn't look like it affected him. 2-1 Puga with the first 2 rounds. Puga looked good. Puga's younger. He is 29 compared to Tremblay being 31. But even though the fight was competitive, I just see a lot more promise in Puga, and I think Puga will make it further. I think I see growth in his future, and I can see him being a good prospect. I think they're they're featherweights. I see some good like momentum for him. Well, Tremblay, I just see him as like a he got signed, he got the contract because I think it was Sean Shelby that told Dana to sign him. He just feels like he's gonna get booked on that Sean Brady Bonfim card as like as a fight on the prelims or something against I don't even know who he could fight, but someone. It'll be like a random, like when I say short notice, I mean they both got a short notice, like a random 2 week, 3 week notice fight. They're just trying to fill in a slot on the card. Tanner Tremblay versus it was like a really shit featherweight that they would put him against. Not shit, but Chet Mariscal. Some weird matchmaking that I could see them doing, or maybe like an opponent pulls out. I don't know, but that's kind of where I see Tanner Tremblay's future because he's slow. He's a dog. He can wear damage, but he's hobbling around. I don't know. I just didn't like it. The grappling wasn't too impressive either. But Puga looked good. I see a bright future for him. I don't know who you give him, but I'm glad they both got signed. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Started the card off awful with I think I only got one fight with predictions. Alec Lawrence versus Muhammad Ali. The GOAT of boxing got colded again on Dana White Contender Series. This is boxing's GOAT. I think the boxing MMA combo versus MMA combos have ended. But no, Lawrence was just landing the right hand over top, and Ali was just trying to like roll with it. He has no defense. He just doesn't leave his hands up. He just kept getting clipped. Uppercuts again with Lawrence, right hands over the top, and then eventually gets put down. Gets like 2 ground-and-pound shots. Ref stops it. It did look like he was out. I didn't mind the stoppage. Dana apparently did, but Lawrence gets a stoppage. He gets the contract. Good for him. He got fucking brutally chinned by Yakiaev on last year's Contender Series. So great to see Lawrence. Maybe I could see them doing Lorenz versus Justin Toffa, bro. Or Junior Toffa, not Justin. I could see them doing Junior Toffa versus Alec Lorenz. I think that'd be the good next step for him. Maybe I could do some matchmaking. I don't know. I don't know why Tremblay versus Mariscal just kind of speaks to me. Is Mariscal 40? Yeah, he is. Or maybe they'll do. Well, they do Hyder Emil. I can see Tremblay versus Hyder Emil by the end of the year. That's the fight I see. Hyder Emil versus Tanner Tremblay, and then maybe Roman Puga versus. They'd want to probably like set him up. I don't know. They could give him. Who's from the hate? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who they could give him, but I could see Alec Lawrence getting like Junior Toffa. Christian Perez versus Logan Paxton. Perez returning after. There's a lot of dudes who returned and won. I think that was pretty much the whole card, other than the first fight. Christian Perez looked okay. He was kind of the dominating Manuel Souza last year. Then he got chinned. He comes out here. Paxton gets trying to get some takedowns. Perez's defense is really worrying. The right hand and the left hook of Paxton was just landing over and over again. So Perez's defense is really worrying to see. But he was clipping Paxton as well. He got taken down, but he ended up getting back up. Kept clipping Paxton with the right hand. When Paxton would jab, Perez was right there to land the left hook or the left uppercut. I mean, I love that. I think that's what Tremblay was doing. And then boom. Second round starts off fast, not fireworks. Starts off fast. Lands a left hook over and over again that keeps hurting Paxton. Paxton goes down, gets up, hurts again. Then a massive right and bang. Hurts him again, then bang, and the left hook comes out of nowhere. Puts Paxton down, some ground and pound shots, and Christian Perez gets it done. Dana says he wants him on Noche. I think that's what maybe this month. Yeah, it is. It's in September. So next month. I keep thinking it's September. So next month, Dana's gonna want him. I don't know who they could give him. Was he 55? Jared Gordon. I think they could do a good Jared Gordon versus Christian Perez. I think that'd be the smart move. see where Christian Perez is. Jared Gordon's still decent. He only lost to Jim Miller. Jim Miller's also kind of like decent. So, yeah, those are the only five I got right. I picked him by round 2 KO. Got it. I picked Ali by round 1 KO. Fucking, fucking fumbled. Trent Miller versus Douglas Rodriguez. As Dana White said, Douglas Rodriguez was the better fighter. Starts off the fight, looks good. Front kicks Trent Miller. Looks like he's about to finish him. Miller survives. He gets nut shot. Miller gets some time. I think it takes like 1.5 or 2 minutes. And he goes back in it. He's landing some low kicks. Douglas is like circling. He's just like, whenever Trent Miller like the kick. They're saying on commentary, but let me see if I can like set myself up. Rodriguez will continuously back himself up and reset and then shake his arms out and then go back into doing it. Just wasn't good visuals. He gets taken down like halfway through the round where he gets like tripped up over himself. Or no, he got a kick caught, I think, and then he gets tossed to the ground by Trent Miller. Then Trent Miller just gets on top of him and lands some great ground and pound. Not great, but like some decent. He gets elbowed himself, but that's where they can stay for the rest of the round. Round 2, I think Douglas really gassed himself out looking. I immediately noticed after he didn't get the finish. He's shaking his arms out. I'm like, this dude's fucking done. And yeah, he was. Round 2, he gets taken down. He gets pressured against the fence, taken down. Looks for a fucking ghillie. I don't know why. Even UFC fighters doing this. I don't know who pissed me off going for ghillies on Saturday. I'm trying to remember because it wasn't this card, but it was on Saturday that I was getting really mad at someone for going for guillotines. Guillotines do not work in the high level of MMA. If you're decent, you're not gonna get. You can get caught in a ghillie, but it's most likely that you're gonna break out of it almost immediately, or you'll use it to just get on top and then get out. Even if you're stuck in the ghillie, you can probably eventually pop your head out. Rodriguez looks for it, commits to it for some reason. After he kind of like stops Trent Miller from going, he just keeps going for the ghillie, gets taken down, gets Von Flute out cold, and great comeback from Miller. Gets a contract as well. Middleweight. Dude, fuck. He's gonna be put in the Apex 100%, man. I could see this dude be on the prelims of like Salt Lake City. That's probably where they'll put him actually. Salt Lake City prelims. Well, I look like a cancer patient with this shit on. I just looked at my webcam for a second. I don't know who Trent Miller could fight. Maybe like Cody Brundage or something like that. Cody Brundage is the fight I think. But Trent Miller had heart. He's not good. Like that's the thing. Like Miller isn't really good. Ali Lawrence maybe isn't really that good. But it's like heavyweight, so you could be someone good outside the rankings. That's the difference. Tanner Tremblay, I don't see a lot of bright future for. Christian Perez is iffy. And then Trent Miller, I just don't think he's that good, but he has heart. And to go out there and survive getting front kick to the face, it's impressive to me. And I'm glad he got the contract. He definitely deserved it. Even if he's technically not the best, he got a great finish on Contender Series. You kind of have to give him the contract. Moving on to I think it's called the featured fight of the card. I just call it the main event. Kike Brito versus Namil Fazil. Namil. Fazil was talking mad shit leading into this fight. He gets fucking killed, dude. He got fucking slimed out. I thought he actually just died on the count. When the right hand landed from Brito, I generally just thought he fucking died. Kike Brito looked good early, landing the knee. Namil Fazil looks like fucking Ilya Topuria. He kind of fights like him as well. High guard, just stalking forward. High guard, just stalking forward. They'll go for like the Philly show when they're backing up or defending on punches. He's setting with a double jab, right hand, and something that I hated from Fazil that kept getting him caught. I'm trying to move my chair back so I can like visually show you. He would just like tap with the 1-2 or not. He would just go with the 1-2, not really come with the 2, just and like it left him open to get caught by the hooks and stuff. And yeah, I just really didn't like it from Fazil. Round 1, he was getting kneed, he was getting his legs chewed up, getting hooked, but then near the end of the round, he was pressuring Brito. He started finding the timing on the right hand. He was landing the jab okay, but he didn't have the longest reach, and I think the size and the reach was a big issue for him here. Round two, it feels like he's finding his timing on the right hand. He's pressuring Brito. He was pressuring him in the first round as well, but here he was really pressuring, and looks pretty good. I thought he was gonna start taking away with it. He was still getting clipped. He was still getting stung by the left hook, and then he would dip and get caught by the uppercut of Brito or the knee. He could Brito land a big knee that I thought was gonna really rock him, but Fizio ate it. He kept aura farming. He kept sticking his tongue out. But he was like, aura farming goes wrong, buddy. And then yeah, it felt like he was taking round two. Big right hands over the top with left hooks, big combinations with press. He really needs some better cage cutting. I think if he could have cut the cage on Brito, who kept circling to his left, I think he would have had a lot more success. But he was doing okay. Brito was still in the fight. He was throwing spinning back fists. He landed one at one point, landing good left hooks and kicks to the body. And just landing right crosses up top because Fizio literally doesn't move his head. He just kind of stalks. Unlike Ilya, obviously not the Ilya that fought Gaethje, but Ilya would like move his head and swivel going in. Fizio just kind of stalks forward, looks for the double jab, and he kept getting clipped by the right hand, the cross. And then round two starts. Brito goes out there looking for a flying knee. He trips. Fizio lands a good body kick. He starts pressing forward with right hand with a double 1-1 right hand. It looks like he's about to fucking finish Brito. Then they separate for a second, and fucking Brito lands the right hand of doom. And Fizio dies. He's on the ground, and he's like, I don't have no idea what he was doing. He was actually on the ground like this, and he was like he's trying to grab the ref or something. He was like telling the ref a story. He looked like he died. I don't know. I didn't see him all the rounds when they were calling Brito. I know it's in my thumbnail that I think they're getting him on the stool. It looked like he needed to go to the hospital immediately. Did Brito not get a contract? Dude, I swear they said he got a contract. Did he not win a contract? Let me check something real quick. Let me refresh this Tapology page. That is going to ultimately lag my laptop because that's what happens when I open Tapology to record these videos. If he didn't get a contract, that's crazy because I swear Dana said that he did. Yeah, he did. Okay, I just refreshed it before Dana had fully announced it, I think. Fizio had hype, and all the people saying that MVP had the best prospects on their card. They had this fucking guy. They had Fizio on there. Fizio looked good. He's a good prospect, but he was talking crazy, and people were talking about him like he was going to be a welterweight champion. Not a lot of people. A lot of people didn't want to see him win. He's not the most hyped up guy, but he definitely had a fan base. And some people, especially during the MVP card, were saying that this dude was going to be a monster in the UFC, and he should just be signed immediately. Kai Brito slammed him out. Who could Brito fight? Maybe you run the rematch with Oban Elliott. I think that'd be because it feels like Oban has fallen off. Brito has found his streak. So maybe you just run that rematch, a little crafty little rematch for the UFC. But if not, I don't know. Maybe you could give him maybe Alex Morono. They like giving the debutants Alex Morono. Or no, they want to give him Court McGee. But yeah, I think Alex Morono or something like that. Poor dude. They gave him fucking numb Fizio, and he came out victorious. Good win for Brito, and I don't think he's that good. But he's okay. I don't see him being ranked, but I feel like not a lot of guys we got ranked either from the Contender Series. But yeah, I don't see Brito, Miller, even Perez or Elite Lawrence. I don't really see these guys having bright futures, or Tremblay. But what the fuck is this? Get off my screen. I see Puga having growth. I don't know. I'm on the Puga train. I picked against him. I'm never doing that again. Depends on who he gets booked against, but I'm never doing that again. He looks great. He looks phenomenal. I think he's gonna look better in his next fight. Maybe Perez as well. I think Perez can grow from this fight. I think defensively he could just get better. But you know, it's for time. So I think those two guys are the guys that I'm looking forward to the most. Well, Brito, I don't really know. I don't know if I rate him too highly. I would have to see how he looks in his UFC debut. Miller, I just see him being an Apex Warrior. Tremblay as well. And Leek Lawrence in light heavyweight, because I think that's probably the worst division here. I think he could have some success. He found the right hand over the top over and over again against Ali. Looks pretty good. Physically, he doesn't look like a monster. He doesn't look like he's going to be anything crazy, but he could be someone just outside the rankings. I would like to see him versus Junior Toffler. That's the fight I want to see. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing recaps for, I don't know if you guys saw my first video. I'll put that up here. If you guys want to just hear my recap on last week's Dana White Contender Series. I'm going to be doing these every week, every Tuesday. All my prediction videos will be pushed back to Wednesday. So I hope you guys tune in. Not a lot of people probably will, but I make these videos for fun anyway. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you did. Comments below, let me know who you guys are looking forward to from this Dana White's Contender Series. By the way, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but Puka vs. Tremblay was absolutely fantastic. There's a reason why they both got signed. Absolute scrap. But yeah, follow me on Twitter, jazzlovesmma. Most of you guys come from Twitter, so I appreciate you all. So yeah, if you already follow me from Twitter, you don't gotta do that again. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow doing predictions for Fluffy versus RoboCop tomorrow. I promise. And yeah, I'll catch you guys then. Peace.